Hey, what's happening everyone? Johnnyman here and welcome back to my FIFA 18 career mode with Coventry City. This is Season 2, of course, Episode 10, as you've already guessed from the thumbnail. So, since it's been 2 episodes since the last time you joined us, first of all was a 4-0 demolition job of Cheltenham. Mark McNulty getting the pick of the goals in this competition. And then we followed up with a very disappointing 2-0 defeat against Oldham. Unfortunately, we never really got in this game, and honestly, it was just a very, very poor display. But never mind, we have 2 games ahead of us now. Cambridge United first and foremost, and then we play Portsmouth. So, alright, so there's been little to no news since the last time you joined us, which means we're pretty much going to jump straight into the action here. Let's take a look at the first team lineup. So this is how we might line up. Let's take a look at team management real quick. I haven't really turned this game on in like a couple of days since the release of Foot Manager 2018. So, alright, so here we go. Back to what I enjoy doing, which is FIFA 18 for you guys. I might struggle a little bit. Let's put Kelly in there instead. Alright, so let's see how that team looks. Reece Brown left, Jones on the right, Salah, Stevenson in the middle, Haynes, McDonald, Willis, Grimmer at the back with Nobley and McNulty up top. So, perfect. Everything's fantastic. Let's get to the game in hand. Obviously, this is a game that I'm expecting to bounce back from since a disappointing display against Oldham. Alright, so here we go. The Rico Arena. Trying to bounce back with a win here and keep up our push for promotion. Obviously, it's been a really good start to the season so far, and Cambridge should pose a decent test today. Here's Jody Jones cutting him from the right-hand side here. He's got Salah in support. Salah plays the feet of Nobley. Nobley turns his man, shoots first time. Oh, off the inside of the post. Unlucky there from Frank Nobley. So I did learn something interesting I didn't actually know. Nobley used to play for Coventry City apparently, and from what I understand, he wasn't very good. Nobley to feet of McNulty. McNulty has got to run a Nobley if we can find a Nobley's through and goal. Nobley this time. Yes, he has done it. There we go. Frank Nobley smashes off the underside of the crossbar into the back of the net from the edge of the area. Fantastic finish there from Frank Nobley. Good build-up play between him and McNulty. They're forming a really good partnership. There was a name suggested out there for the partnership, and that was Mick Noble. I think the name was suggested. That might stick if these two continue to play as well as they are together. And that's a fantastic goal from the edge of the area. Great finish there from Frank Nobley. Here's Nobley again, finds McNulty. McNulty's got Jones in the overlap, he can find him. The ball ricochets off. And Salah's in space. Crossfield to Brown, he used the ball away far too cheaply. Could have laid it inside there. Oh, that's a great play from Reece Brown. First time curling efforts. Oh, and it forces a good save out of the keeper. Reece Brown almost creating something out of nothing there. I feel like he could be able to do that just because of his pace and his agility. He should be able to create more opportunities than it has been this season. But here's a chance now for Cambridge on the counter-attack. The ball's whipped in near post. Willis has to deal with it, and he does. But the ball's only clear as the Cambridge striker. Ball gets in the box there, and that's a good challenge there for McDonald, who plays to Grimmer, and we should be able to clear this pretty easy. There's a chance now for Cambridge. Good tackle there from Jordan Willis. And Stevenson plays to Nobley, and here's maybe a counter-attacking opportunity now. Here's Nobley. He's got one-on-one with the defender here. Cuts back inside. He's got Brown on the overlap. He can find him. He's upended, but Reece Brown gets it finally. He's got Haynes on the overlap. That's a great through ball to McNulty. I was actually looking for the overlap on the left-hand side to Haynes. Wouldn't have counted anyway. McNulty was offside. But still, decent build-up. Really good spot there. That's a good tackle at the edge of the area. And Salah clears there, but only as far as the Cambridge man. Here's a Moo. Good tackle there, good strong tackle. The ball's whipped in anyway, and Willis puts behind for a corner kick. Alright, so we got to defend this corner very strongly. Here we go, ball's whipped in near post. That's a good flick header and a decent save from Masonial. Alright, so looks like Stevenson gone down with a knock. It looks like a knee injury here. He's probably going to have to be taken off, and he has to be taken off. So, lucky enough, we do have options on the bench we can bring on. Let's bring on Liam Kelly. He's kind of a natural replacement there. Kind of like for like change. Obviously, Kelly's nowhere near as dynamic as Stevenson, but he is very solid defensively. There's a chance on the end of the first half for Cambridge, and he's found the back of the net. 2 minutes added on time, and they managed to score in it. Disappointing to concede a goal right before halftime. But that was a really good finish from the edge of the area there, no doubt about it. But he got kind of lucky as well, broke through a few of our midfielders. That wouldn't normally happen. Take another look at this replay here. Yep, he got 3 of Reece Brown there. Found Brown at the edge of the area, and that's a really nice curl and effort onto the post. And Masonal had no chance in goal. So 1-1 right before halftime. Alright, so half the whistle has blown. It is 1-1. Disappointing concede right before halftime. But lucky enough, we do have a number of quality players in this side that should be able to get us out of trouble today. I'm going to leave things as they are for now. Disappointed to have lost Stevenson, of course, to an injury, so I'm kind of reluctant to make any more drastic changes if I don't have to. Here's Ryan Tain leading the charge at the left side of the field. He's got Nobly looking for the through ball, and he finds him. Nobly does so well to get away from his man. He's got McNulty in the box if he can find him. Looks for Jones at the back post, and it's well cleared by the defender. First chance of the second half, and it was very easily cleared there from the opposition defence. Great tackle there, and here's McNulty. Looks for Nobly if he can find him. There's Jones, great through ball to Nobly. He's got men streaking in the box here. Nobly crosses it in, looking for McNulty, but it's well defended. And it falls to Reece Brown on the edge of the area. Let's see if we can create an opportunity. Reece Brown lays it across to McNulty. McNulty, first time left-footed, and it goes, smacks it against the opposition defender's ass and gets cleared. There's a chance for Cambridge now. They've found some room at the edge of the area. Ball's gone through. Salad as well. Oh, and he gives it away so cheaply. Ooh, we got very, very lucky with that. Ibrahim Salah almost cost us a goal there for a terrible piece of defending. Ball's whipped in, flicked on the near post, and easily saved by Masonial. Oh, it's a fantastic looking ball from McNulty looking for Jones. Can't keep it in though. And it goes out for a throw-in. So let's go ahead and make a couple of changes now just to freshen some legs up and try something a little bit different. Let's bring on Kraus. We'll put him left midfield for Reece Brown. He's again had another poor game for us. Let's also bring off McNulty and replace him with Kwame Thomas. Again, I want to try something different. Let's see if we can snatch a winner here. We've got about 22 minutes to do it. There's a chance now for Cambridge. Shot from the edge of the area, and it's going to go harmlessly over the bar. So as we approach towards the end of the game here, we've got about 8 minutes left to go. Honestly, we made the changes, but it hasn't really made much of an impact, disappointingly. Lucky enough, though, we've been holding well at the back there. They've had a few opportunities. That's a good header as well, an easy save from Masonial. Oh, it's a fantastic ball from Grimmer. He's got Thomas, if we can find him. He does. Thomas. He's got Nobly on the back post. Oh, can't quite get there, and it's easily clear. But that was probably the best chance of second half for us, and it fell in the last 2 minutes of the game. Willis as well to win that header. Here's Kelly. Kelly finds a feet at Nobly. Nobly's looking for the run of Thomas. Chips it beyond, but it's going to be too heavy, and it goes straight into the hands of the keeper. Alright, it's looking increasingly like this is going to finish 1-1, unless we have a last-minute scare. Tom Kraus as well to win it back. Here's Thomas. Thomas ricochets out wide to Grimmer, and we haven't got time to mount on one more attack. So the game's finished 1-1. Obviously bouncing back from the disappointing defeat against Oldham. We got a 1-1 draw here against Cambridge. Obviously ultimately very disappointing to concede right at the end of the first half. Very poor time to concede, and in the second half it was pretty much all Cambridge. So to finish with a draw was probably about the fair result if you look at the match facts. Man of the match goes to a centre half for us, Rod McDonald, 8.6. McNulty did well, 8.3 today. Nobly did pretty well, 8.5 as well, grabbing the goal. Alright, so with all those games played, we currently sit second place in the table now with 17 games played, 30 points on the board. And today we're up against Pompey. So next game we're up against Pompey, and they are just outside the playoff zone. So all in all, we're doing pretty well, pretty okay for ourselves. Let's take a quick look at some of the team stats, the player stats as it were, and see who's been performing well for us this season. Obviously Frank Nobly has 7 goals and 14 appearances alongside 4 assists. As I mentioned in the last game, I didn't actually know this, but he used to play for Coventry City, and apparently he wasn't very good. So I'm looking to correct the past here. Frank Nobly's come in and did a very good job for me so far. But I mean, if we do get promoted, I may look to try and replace him next season, because obviously he is kind of capped out of what he is. He's going to be a mid-60s, late 60s striker, and I'm looking to bring in kind of late 60s to early 70s kind of player in his spot. So suggestions please in the comments below, as always. I appreciate them. Jody Jones had a great season so far, 6 goals, 6 assists for him. Kwame Thomas only has 4 goals, disappointing return. McNulty only has 2 goals, which is a little bit surprising. I expected to see a few more goals out of him. Kraus has 2 as well, and then it's kind of stragglers from then onwards. So unfortunately we got some bad injury news here. Ben Stevenson's going to be out for 2 months, which means we'll have to replace him in the team, so disappointing. Let's go ahead and see who we can straight replace him with. Obviously Hamad would be the natural replacement, maybe Andreu, maybe Kelly. So what I'm going to do is we're going to play Hamad just for now. We're going to Salah and Hamad, the Egyptian centre midfield duo, and we'll see how that goes. We might have to make some more changes because the Pompey game is in just a few days time and some of the players might not be able to recover enough stamina to play in it. Alright, so going into against Pompey, I found out we have another player. Oh, never mind, it wasn't another player at all. It was just Stevenson. I got to replace him. So Kelly comes on the bench instead of Stevenson, and we're going to make some changes to the first team as well. So instead of Salah, it's going to be Tony Andreu in the middle of the park. I'm not particularly a big fan of that, but we're going to have to go with it. Dominguez is also going to start ahead of Jody Jones today because Jody Jones really doesn't have the stamina to finish out the game. Also, what I'm going to do as well, Reece Brown's going to stay in there. However, McNulty, I'm actually going to replace you with Kwame Thomas. Going to give him a start today. So this time we're going to line up against Portsmouth. Very, very tough opposition. So Masonial's going to be in goal. Haynes left back, Grimmer right back, McDonald, Willis with the middle, Brown, Andreu, Ahmed, Dominguez on the right with Nobley and Thomas leading the line. Alright, so here we are from Fratton Park up against Pompey away from home. This is actually a real stadium, so that came as a little bit of a surprise. I did not expect to see Pompey having a real stadium in FIFA 18, so that's pretty exciting stuff, I suppose. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the action here. Obviously, I'm looking to bounce back from a disappointing draw, and obviously that defeat against Oldham as well, still stinging in my mind. So let's bounce back with a win today. Alright, here's Ryan Haynes galloping forward. Finds a feet of Nobley. Nobley looking to turn. Can't get by away from his man. And the ball should be easily... intercepted from Reece Brown. Well played from Reece Brown there. Here's Tony Andreu galloping forward. Here's got a chance at the edge here. Shoots from distance. And what a save that is from the keeper. And it's going to go out for a corner kick. So, very solid start to the game there. Good save from McGee in goal for Pompey. And Tony Andreu actually surprising a few coming forward from midfield. Get a solid effort. The ball's whipped in here. Oh, that's a great header as well. And another fantastic save from the goalkeeper. So this has been a very bright start for us. Let's see if we can capitalise and score a goal. Ball's whipped in near post. And McDonald heads it wide. Oh, actually it's deflected. So it goes up for another corner. We've got another chance here. Ball's whipped in this time. And that should be easily cleared. Alright, here's Hamad. He's got players to aim at in the box if we can find him. That's a great cross. And there's Nobley with a header. Oh, and another amazing save from McGee. If it wasn't for him, it could have easily been 3-0 by now. Here's Dominguez. Whips it in. Flicked on in the near post. And it's going to go out for a throw-in. A chance for Pompey now. First chance for them. And that's a great effort from the edge of the area. And it goes narrowly past that far post. Masonial honestly left stranded. If it hit on target, it probably would have gone in. Alright, cheap foul given away here from about 35 yards out. I doubt that Naismith's going to take this on, but you never know. The ball's going to be whipped in. That's a great header, and it's 1-0 to Portsmouth. Unfortunately, we gave the striker too much room there, and he just powered it in. That was a fantastic header. Hats off to him. But unfortunately, that meant that Portsmouth have taken the lead. Take another look at this again. I'm not quite sure what McDonald was doing there. He just stepped off him a little bit too much. Allowed enough room for Hawkins to rise high and just power it in. I mean, that's a fantastic header. I mean, no doubt about it. Keeper had no chance. So fair play to him, but still, poor piece of defending for McDonald. That's a great through ball there. Here's Andrea looking at the far post, and that's a diving header for Andrea Dominguez, and he's equalised. Unlikely source at the back post. Great build-up play there. Andrea found Dominguez all alone in the back post. He couldn't miss, but a diving header from the 5'8" winger. And great finish there with his head, and it's 1-1. Oh, nobody will flick on. It's found Thomas. Now Thomas is almost through in goal. He's going to hold it up. Nobody's going to be offside. It's not going to count. Good save from the keeper anyway. But still, decent build-up play between Thomas and Nobley. Alright, so half the whistle has gone. We managed to equalise after a great header from Hawkins. Dominguez got a header of his own. So, very happy to be on level terms. Felt like we had the better opportunities though. If it wasn't for the excellent goalkeeping from McGee in goal for Portsmouth, we could have easily been 3-1 up. Alright, gonna make a change. It's a bit of a risky one. I'm gonna bring off Nobley, who's struggling a little bit for stamina. I'm gonna bring on Mark McNulty in his place. Again, taking off your leading goal scorer is always a gamble, but you know what? We're going to give McNulty a go with Thomas up top, and let's see if we can make a difference today. Here's Hawkins now, running at McDonald. He turns him, gets some space. That's a great through ball. Should be 2-1, and it's not. That was an absolutely atrocious miss there, and we are very, very lucky to go away with that. As Thomas finds Brown. Brown has McNulty. Oh, Dominguez to aim at. Dominguez again! Oh, Dominguez! You've literally done one thing today, and that was find the back of the net. We asked to do it again. Unfortunately, you smashed it wide from 4 yards out. Oh, terrible effort and a great opportunity there to make it 2-1. Alright, can make it have a change here. Thomas, honestly, you've been pretty average. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be on Krause instead. Not really a striker. I tried it out in pre-season, and he looked pretty good. So you know what? We're going to give it a go today. Alright, see if we can do something with this corner. Try and go near post. The ball's whipped in. Can't do anything. Here's Tom Krause at the edge of the area, coming on playing as striker today. A little unusual role for him. Here's Grimm at the edge of the area though. He's going to try and get space to shot. The ball's ricocheted around, and it's found itself to, I think that was Andrea, and he absolutely blasts it over. Bit of pinball in the box, and then fell to Andrea eventually, and it was an atrocious effort right in front of the travelling Sky Blue army. Here's Larkovic coming off the left flank, pulls it back. That's a good block there from McDonald, and it goes out for a corner kick. So 8 minutes left to go in this game. Here's a chance for Portsmouth to try and snatch it at the end. Ball's whipped in. We got to defend this, and we do just about. The ball's put back in, and a comfortable save there for Masonial. Here's Krause coming deep for the ball. He's got Dominguez there if he can find him, and he does. Dominguez has one player to aim at. He's going to hold the ball up a little bit, wait for support, and it's easily tackled. And it's going to be 3 minutes of added-on time here. It looks likely that's going to finish into a second draw in this episode. And our dry streak in not winning the league looks like it's about to continue. And yep, it's going to be a finish here, a 1-1 draw. So we've had our chances early in the first half, and honestly, we were very, very unlucky not to win today. I mean, Masonial didn't really have much to do in goal for us. And honestly, I felt like we deserved to win. Man of the match, believe it or not, goes to Andrea Dominguez, despite missing an open net from about 6 yards out. So I don't really agree with that rating necessarily, but still very pleasing to see a young man come on and get himself a goal. Alright, to finish up this episode, we'll take a look at the youth squad monthly reports before we finish today's episode. So Nicholas Ward, 15-year-old, potentially 84, 78 right back. So it looks like a pretty solid prospect. We'll keep working on his growth and development. Will Watson at 17 years old is unlikely to really turn out to be anything. Even Evan Cunningham could be a 74 to 80 player. He's only 16. We can still work with him a bit more. Dennis Smith, the same goes for him. Connor Harbour, not really expecting him to do anything. Leandro Castro, again, his potential has dropped to 83. Julio Barros is now at 84. Aidan Watson is a potentially decent left back from Australia. 51 overall currently, only 15 years old. Potentially be a 70 to 90 overall player. Definitely got a lot of good things about him, so we'll continue to work on his development. Emilio Vilna is a player we're working extremely hard on to get up to speed. He'll likely join the first team by the end of the season. Same goes for this gentleman here, Carlos Petita, 55 overall, potentially be a 92. Still got a little bit of work to play regular football, but he definitely is going to be in the mix before the end of the season. Then we have Oliver Moore, 44 overall, 16-year-old. He's got a lot of work before he's ready to play any kind of first team football. And then, as we know, remember this guy, Reese Hall, still a potential of 92 overall. He's now gone to 65, so he is more than ready to play first team football at the age of 15. So he's a very, 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 very promising prospect indeed. So, with that being said, that's going to wrap up the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have Fleetwood Town and Scunthorpe off camera, and then I'll join you guys again in just a couple of days' time. We're up against Yeovil in the FA Cup first round, and then we're playing Notts County in the Checker Trade Trophy. So, it'll be a cup double special against those two sides. So, with all those results, actually, let's take a quick look here at the table. We've slipped now to third place. So, unfortunately, us struggling in front of goal has forced us down the table just a little bit, but only 2 points behind Plymouth. So there's plenty of time left to get that automatic promotion spot and end up champions of League One. That's my aim this season. We have more than enough talent and ability to do so, so we just have to make it happen on the field. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, remember to smash like on the video, and if you want to see more videos by me, please hit subscribe, turn those notifications on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.